Hello, JPU family. Welcome to another episode. Guys, Jamaicans in the diaspora react to the election result. And they're expressing hope for the future. You know how many Jamaicans came down to re-elect Andrew Holness, and some PNP went and casted their votes for the People's National Party. So as the dust settled on September 3rd, 2025, Jamaicans living overseas had raised some concern about the 39.5% voter turnout, but they insisted that the will of the people must be respected. So the hard-fought election ended with the JLP winning 35 seats, the People's National Party winning 28 seats. A gentleman named Lefford Daly was quoted by the Jamaica Observer saying, quote, "I expected it to be close, but not to the degree it was." He's a former Department of Correctional Services member who now lives in Florida. He said he's from St. Thomas and told the Observer that he was also surprised at the low voter turnout given the high energy displayed by the supporters of both major political parties leading up to the polls. He said it is evident that there is a serious disconnect between the parties and the electorate. Regarding the results, Mr. Daly said that he was not very surprised as the PNP had a steep hill to climb. He said they deserve credit as it could not have been easy to achieve victory under the circumstances. Now, I'm not sure what victory he's talking about. The PNP did not achieve any victory because you can only win or lose an election, and they lost. But because the PNP has been using social media going around saying, we got this many more seats, that many more seats, people may take that to be some sort of victory. Initially, guys, when I asked the PNP people who kept saying, "We're not going to surprise September 3rd because we're going to win," I asked them one question which nobody has answered to date. I said, which 18 seats will the Jamaica Party lose? They could not name or point out those 18 seats. I knew that the PNP having a deficit as they did with the 14 seats, that they could not come up with 18 seats with the most unpopular opposition leader of all time, Mark Golding, and with the PNP so divided and people leaving the party and so on. I think the fact that the JLP won by all of 10,000 votes, guys, that's a lot. That should be the topic of discussion right now. I mean, I knew the JLP would lose some seats, but I certainly did not think the PNP would pick up 18, and I didn't think the JLP would lose 18 seats, So the gentleman in the diaspora, he said that he was pleased that the election was violent-free. A woman named Michelle Neal, who is the Global Jamaica Diaspora Council representative, in her reaction, she's from the northern United States. She said, quote, "The people of Jamaica have made a statement with this election, which must be respected, despite the fact that some may have preferred a different result. Quote, I am heartened by the resulting makeup of the parliament. With a more balanced distribution of the seats, I believe that Jamaica now has the opportunity for more robust and healthy debates, something that can only serve to strengthen our democracy and propel the country." She lives in Pennsylvania, this lady, and she also paid tribute to Mark Golding for so-called energizing the party's base and especially for conceding the election early. I will say to that, guys, that, we all want to see a robust and a viable opposition. But in my opinion, as a member of the diaspora, I don't think having so many numbers of seats in Parliament would guarantee a healthy or robust debate. because we know what we are dealing with. The group of people in the parliament are going to the parliament from the PNP side. They're nothing but noisemakers, antagonists. To me, they don't bring a healthy debate to the parliament. Somebody else now from the diaspora, a woman named Sadie Campbell, who is the head of the PNP affiliated Jamaica Progressive League, said that she is disappointed. She said that she was anticipating a different result as she believed the country needs a different direction. However, this is the choice of the people and we have to respect that. Wow. She's surprised. She's shocked. She was anticipating that the PNP would win. I guess a lot of people are shocked if she could be a member of the Jamaica Progressive League. I don't know, guys. I mean, if you have been out here watching this thing play out and analyzing, no matter which side of the fence you're on, you must have the common sense to see the kind of campaign the PNP run, the kind of campaign the JLP run, the disinformation and them something there, and analyze the reaction of the Jamaican people as it's expressed on social media and on the ground. And if you are looking at all of that collectively, you would have seen that, look here, maybe you can't predict how many seats, and you may not even want to do that, but you know for certain, I knew for certain, that the Jamaica Labour Party would be returned to government. A gentleman named Dwight Bailey, a former member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, was among many Jamaicans who went home to vote. He too said that he was, quote, looking forward to a different outcome, but this is the clear choice of the people. The hope now is that we will see a quick and timely implementation of the promises and plans made on the campaign trail. Florida-based immigration attorney Wayne Golding said while people may have wanted a change, quote, it cannot be that they didn't think that the governing party could have won. Guys, I agree with this guy. You know why? The government performed. They were running on their record. They were running on, policies that they'd implemented. And there's a positive direction for the country. So I don't know why some of these PNP people are shocked. He said that while he was happy to see the engagement, quote, I believe that the level of the apathy, which resulted in the low voter turnout, is a serious cause for concern. This is something that has to be looked at as a way must be found to engage the young people to ensure a greater level of participation. And guys, I've already told you that, in my opinion, I think the voter turnout was low this time around as it was in 2020 because the people of Jamaica did not see a reason to come and vote out Andrew Holness. I think when you have both political parties having a robust campaign, for the leadership of the country, I think that will bring people out more than what we have seen the past two elections, right? But when you see the majority not coming out, it's because they don't see a reason for remove the government, and them not see a robust, debate going on between the two. This gentleman continued to say they are looking at their own situation and are tired of the promises. Right? He argued and expressed doubt that the new administration will be able to fulfill all the campaign promises. However, he said, regardless of who is in office, what we want is just the best for our country. Rupert Francis, Dr. Rupert Francis, you all remember Dr. Rupert Francis, who was a part of this whole Diaspora task force, staging protests against the government. According to the Jamaica Observer, Dr. Rupert Francis, a bitter critic of the Dr. Andrew Holness-led government, who heads the Diaspora Crime Intervention and Prevention Task Force, said, quote, both parties are to be commended on how well they handled themselves when we consider previous elections, unquote. He said that he expects that, quote, with both sides now almost evenly divided in Parliament, the matter of accountability and transparency will take on a more serious meaning in our government structure. It is therefore my prayer, he said, that the current situation will allow our country to grow exponentially. As far as being divided, almost evenly. The government has 35 seats. The PNP has 28 seats. We were not a close election, and we're not close. The Jamaican people, 10,000 more voted for the government. Winston Anderson, who lives in Canada and is from Spanish Town, where Holness was born, said he hopes the Prime Minister will finally address the conditions there. Anderson pointed out that while St. Catherine has produced 3 of Jamaica's prime ministers, Portia Simpson Miller, Bruce Golding, and Holness, he does not believe that sufficient attention has been given to the development of the parish capital. So, he said, I am hoping that this will change under the new administration. Just over a week before the election, Patrick Beckford, who led the then Jamaica Diaspora Advisor Board for the Northeast United States, expressed hope that the new government would seriously address the matter of sports tourism as a part of development plans for the future. Beckford told the Observer that he would like to see priority given to discussions around the development and maximum use of the Trelawney multi-purpose stadium as a catalyst for the broader and more sustainable tourism development product for the North Coast. Noting that there have been several discussions over many years about making sports a subset of tourism, Beckford said, quote, it is time for the matter to be given the priority attention it deserves. With some 50,000 hotel rooms between Negril in the western area of Jamaica, Hanover and that corridor, and Ocho Rios in St. Anne, along with other ideal logistics, including proximity to Sangster's International Airport in St. James and Ian Fleming International Airport in St. Mary, development of the sporting village with a multi-purpose stadium as its epicenter would bring increased economic activity to the area. He proposed the creation of a development bond along with a creative name branding of facilities as a means of raising funding for the establishment of a sporting village. This person is a Trelawney native and, of course, passionate about sports and all the potentials that exist, having Usain Bolt, a man born in Jamaica, in Trelawney, that is so great at what he did and put Jamaica on the map even further with his record in track and field. Guys, this is Jamaica Politics Uncovered. Let me know what you think in the chat. Please subscribe. Please give this video a thumbs up and make sure that you're sharing our content with your friends. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.